It's the Power FM Morning Show.
Welcome back to the show.
I am so excited. I've got Taylor Hohulin here with me. It is the Power FM Morning Show podcast, and today's episode is the reunion tour. And our first stop is in Des Moines, Iowa. Des Moines, Iowa, how you doing, Des Moines?
That's about as wild as it gets here.
Oh, really? Okay, that's cool. So Taylor, if you're new to all of this, Taylor is a cat trainer, and he's working right now as
not a good one.
If you're listening to the podcast, the cat was all over Taylor for just a moment in the screenshot here. But Taylor was the afternoon drive guy at Power FM for quite a while, and then at the tail end, we switched when Dawn left the morning show. I thought it'd be really cool for Taylor and Kendall, who were on different shifts, to essentially take over the morning show and let some young whippersnappers have a shot at it. And so they got to do it for, I guess, what was it, 6 or 7 months, I think, near the tail end.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and so there's videos of Taylor and Kendall doing the morning show in the studio, along with stuff that Dawn and I recorded. So Taylor, when the station shut down, you got a job rather quick. And where are you now? At the place
I'll tell you. Yeah, it did not feel rather quick when I. It feels like every day is. Yeah. So I worked for a little while as a substitute teacher. And it was supposed to be like a 1 or 2 day thing, and then she ended up having like an extended leave of absence. And so I ended up teaching middle school life science, sophomore chemistry, and senior anatomy and physiology for about a semester.
Oh, okay.
And so,
okay. That's
I'm literally like,
longer than
yeah. I had the textbook and I was like teaching myself. And I was like, okay, we're going to learn about photosynthesis tomorrow and also synapses in your brain. And I think I know how to do it.
Okay. So, but wasn't your wife, she was studying in medical school. And so you wound up moving up to Iowa pretty quickly. So that's what I'm thinking of. You went ahead and moved up there.
And that's what made it complicated. Because especially in Christian radio, if you're going to get another job, it generally involves moving.
Yes.
And as someone who was tied to now, my wife was getting ready for med school and we didn't know where she was going to get into college. It was just kind of, we have to sit and wait. I couldn't really go through and look at the jobs and just be like, I'll try this one, this one, and this one. But my wife's family is from the Des Moines area. There is there's an osteopathic college of medicine right here in town. And there was an opening at a local Christian radio station. And so I was like, well, worst thing that happens, I guess I apply and I say no. Second worst thing is I apply, they say yes, and I say, I can't take it. Lindsay's going to Idaho, which is a different state than Iowa.
Yes, very much so.
Some people don't realize that.
Well, what's wild is that in this day and age, and I've been watching documentaries about, the end of basically, broadcasting as we know it. And we, as Power FM in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, got to go a little bit longer as a kind of a mom and pop place than what was going on before. All the stations were being gobbled up by either Clear Channel or Cumulus, or then eventually, Way Media gobbled up Power FM, and then just recently, the other guys,
EMF,
the K-Loves, gobbled up KLTY, and so now we've in the Christian realm. There is Way Media and EMF, and then whoever owns you guys. You're the last mom and pop station in the world, right?
Yeah, well, we're kind of a cool situation. So we are owned by Northwestern Media, which is a ministry of University of Northwestern in St. Paul, Minnesota. And so we are a radio network, but all of our stations are locally staffed. So we have our own local morning show. We're live and local. Our afternoon show is live and local. We have our own playlist based on research on our market. So it's like, we're here in Des Moines, Iowa. It's going to be a little bit different taste than, we've got a station out by Mount Rushmore. We've got stations in Fargo and in Kansas City. And so we're all able to kind of tailor what we do for where we are and serve our local communities. And that to me has been really cool because you get the resources of a network. Yeah.
Well, let everybody know that
you can.
I'm sorry, you're kind of breaking up on me a little bit, so I'm sorry if I'm going over the top of you, but we haven't mentioned yet what station that you're the morning guy at now.
Yes, Life 107.1 in Des Moines, Iowa. Just launched a new morning show. My last co-host went on to another non-radio job, but it's now called The Breakfast Blend with Christy and Taylor.
Okay. And so I think you're the program director also now? So you pretty much rose up in the ranks and took over and ruled with an iron fist like I used to?
There's my cat's tail.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. You were such a difficult PD to work for.
Yeah, you
constantly
came on
running
board.
in the studio being like, why did you do that? That's the worst.
You are fired. Now get back in there. I don't have anybody to replace you.
The most soul-sucking air check sessions.
Yeah, you came on board and got to be with us for what, about 5 years, didn't you? I'm losing track of time. It was like in 2010. I think
it would have been in 2011 or 12.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because I graduated college in 11. And then it was shortly after that
right.
Honestly, I saw that Adrian wasn't doing afternoons anymore. And so I just emailed Eddie.
Okay.
Like, hey, do you have this position?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I was trying to remember that of who did what when and because Drew left, and we had Ruthie for 10 minutes. She wasn't there for very long, and so I'm now remember that Adrian was on in the afternoon for a while, maybe. Yeah. And so ultimately, so 2011 to 2015, and so you've been basically in Des Moines for almost a decade now, right?
It's crazy. Yeah, it was 9 years about a month ago.
And so how you seem pretty settled in, and your wife's a doctor and everything by now, and you've got a kid. I didn't know you had a kid.
I know. Yeah, when that happened, crazy. So Lindsay she just got started at her practice. She's at a physician-owned clinic, family doctor, here in town, which was also just we didn't know where she was going to end up. We all kind of had to hold on loosely. But then it was just everything fell into place. God had everything worked out. And so now we're okay, we can put down the roots. Silas was born last January, so he's a little over 15 months.
Okay.
And yeah, it's just been a really cool time.
It is so cool. And I'm so proud of you because I think you've been nominated for the greatest radio station of all time. Right?
That's the actual. It's a large market station of the year for Christian music broadcast.
Has it happened yet?
No, it will be at the end of May.
Okay, that's when you'll find out.
So yeah. So they have not given me a sneak peek at what the results are.
Power FM.
We're going to talk more with Taylor in a future episode of the podcast. I thought it would be cool if we visit with him some more and find out how the station did.
Now let us imagine that you must identify your station.
Power FM.
You might say...